Well, it's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The Untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, Showtime Boxing recently released a new schedule. Most of the fights on the schedule were fights we already expected to be announced. You know, there really wasn't too many surprises on the Showtime schedule. Only two surprises was Jamal Charlo versus Sulecki, which is a horrible fight. But one, I guess you could say, mild surprise, a fight that kind of flew under the radar when Showtime announced it. And I wanted to talk about this fight because I think it's a good fight and I think it deserves to be talked about. You're going to have one of the best, in my opinion, one of the top 10 pound for pound best fighters in the world right now at this moment in time. Stephen Coolboy Fulton taking on the former unified champion, Danny, the babyface assassin, Roman. Gonna be a great fight, June the 4th. I like this fight because, Stephen Fulton, right now he's in a great run of form. Right now he has WBC belt, the WBO belt, and I believe the WBA. I think those are three belts he has. But he has three of the four belts. The only belt he needs to become undisputed is Mirja Akmadaliya. But I like this fight because, number one, Danny Roman is no pushover. He's a guy that's been unified champion himself. I mean, he was the guy. I was there. He was the guy that beat Mirja that lost to Mirja Akmadaliya, and it was a close fight. This is a fight where I think Fulton has a chance to really show his consistency in the sport, because being a champion isn't just about winning the big fights. Being a champion is having the consistency and the wherewithal to win the fights that you are expected to win. And I don't know what the odds are, but I'm going to assume that Fulton is going to go into this fight as the favorite. And he should go in as the favorite, because I think when you look at what both these fighters can do from a stylistic standpoint, I think Fulton beats Roman in most of the departments. I think Fulton is the better boxer than Danny Roman. I think he's faster than Danny Roman. I think he's a better inside fighter than Danny Roman. I mean, seeing Fulton, love him, hate him. I know some people thought he lost to Figueroa. I was there that night and I've watched the fight back. I didn't see it that way. I thought Fulton did more than enough to win that fight. But if you go look at Fulton's fights, whether it be against Brandon Figueroa or my boy Angelo Leo, Stephen Fulton has shown his quality and his level in the sport, going in there and fighting very well on the inside. And Roman's an interesting fight because Roman, he's beat some good fighters. He's beat TJ Doheny, he's beat Shul Kobo, he's beat number of guys, good fighters. I don't know why those fighters come to mind. I'm pretty sure there's better names than those guys I just mentioned, but for some reason those are names that come to mind. But he was unified champion for a reason. And what a unique opportunity for Danny Roman to go in there and regain and actually improve his status in the sport, because this is a guy that, like I said, he had a very close fight with Mirja Akmadaliya. Could have won either way. And this is a fight where he can not only become unified champion again, but become unified champion with an extra belt. And boxing is a funny sport because, 1 minute you're the man, the next minute you're nobody, and then you can become somebody again. So this is a great chance to, improve his status in the sport, take the O of Stephen Fulton, and I'm looking forward to it. Now the question becomes for Roman is what challenges could Danny Roman present to Stephen Fulton that Angelo Leo or Brandon Figueroa and guys like that haven't already given him? And I'll be honest with you, I'm not sure there is. I'm really not sure there is. Danny is a good fighter, but I don't think he's gonna bring if we compare him to Figueroa, right? I don't think Danny Roman is bringing the size of a Figueroa. And then I don't think he's going to bring the work rate and even the accumulative powers of an Angelo Leo, because Fulton even said it himself when he fought Angelo Leo. Angelo hit him so hard, he had to go to the hospital after the fight. Figueroa not so much, but I just don't think Danny Roman has what those guys had, as far as attributes. Now, some things in boxing you can't measure, like Mike Tyson. I was watching the Mike Tyson podcast last night with Charlo. He said it best. You can measure distance. You can measure a guy's like arm length. You can measure a guy's a height, his reach, those things. But one thing you can't measure is like a guy's spirit. What's in a guy's spirit? And I don't know what's in Danny Armand's spirit at this point in his career. But if I was a betting man, I would believe that there's a lot of things in his spirit, because I was there that night when he lost to Akhmadaliev. I actually saw him walk to his dressing room. I saw his facial expression, and he had a look of a guy that was dejected, obviously because he lost, but a guy that held his head high with dignity, knowing that he's still one of the top super bantamweights out there. So I'm looking for Danny Armand to come in here against Fulton and really give a great account of himself and push Stephen Fulton. And if Stephen Fulton isn't as good of a fighter that I think he is, he's gonna find a way to lose this fight. That's just really how I'm seeing this fight. I think Stephen Fulton, you can love him, you can hate him, you can feel how you want to feel, but I think right now as it stands, he's on that lower part of the pound-for-pound list for me. If I had a pound-for-pound list, he'd be on it. So looking forward to this fight. June 4th, Stephen Fulton looks to make another make a defense of his 3 belts as he trudges forward towards potentially becoming undisputed champion. And hopefully, for his sake, the PBC, Al Heyman, all parties involved can work out a deal with the Zone, Matchroom Boxing, and all parties involved on that side, and allow Stephen Fulton, or the winner of this fight, whoever it is, to fight Mirza Akhmadaliev for the undisputed belt, because Mirza Akhmadaliev has basically sat on those titles and diddly squat with them. So I'm gonna leave it at that. But Stephen Fulton, Danny Armand, June 4th, a fight I'm excited for. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Yeah, take time to subscribe. Like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just Kevin Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on True School Sports, the home of boxing. If you made it this far, do me a favor and do yourself a damn favor. Hit that subscribe button and surely you will not be disappointed. True School Sports bringing you the latest and greatest, the untouchable, boxing content, interviews, news videos, breakdowns, live fight reaction extravaganza. We've got a great community of people here, boxing fans all over the world, from America to the UK to Australia and on and on and on. So join the empire today. Hit that subscribe button. Take care and God bless.